tractor tip equipment, and what we have for sale here today, it's a Komatsu PC350. It's an LC-8. LC means long carriage. It's got a longer than standard carriage. -8 is a series. The serial number of this machine is A like Apple 1049. I'm going to leave that last digit blank. We're going to talk about the mechanics of this particular machine in the first clip, the operating specs in the second, and we'll run it in the third. We have a breaker for this machine that we have not put on the machine yet, but we're going to put it on the machine and show that running. But for right now, we're just going to show you the breaker separate from the machine. So price on a new machine like this these days is, I don't know, probably over 400,000. This machine has exactly 8,785 hours on it on a working hour meter. This machine weighs 73,000 pounds. The widest point are these tracks right here at 11 foot 3 inches. Highest point is the top of that cab when it's in transport profile at 10.5 feet. And the transportation link when this thing is all tucked up and in transport profile is 30 feet. Comparable machines are like a Cat 329 or maybe a John Deere 330. As far as options go, this machine has got auxiliary hydraulics, as I alluded to earlier. It's got an enclosed cab, obviously. The AC and the heater work just fine on the cab. As far as the history of this unit goes, this machine, like almost every machine we purchase, is an original owner Dallas, Texas machine. I say that because it is essentially a rust-free machine. We'll show them the back counterweight here one time around purpose. By the way, if you purchase this machine from me or any of the other machines that I have for sale, you're going to be dealing with my right-hand man running the camera there. His name is Pro Provencio. He'll be helping you guys out. So just like I say, we buy from about 30 different large contractors and municipalities here in the Metroplex. This particular machine came from a contractor that we know very well. He had a great maintenance program. Rivaled some of the best I've seen. We, as well as our customers, have been happy with all the machines that we purchased from this guy. And it should be said that before I purchase any machine, I have 2 mechanics go out and inspect the machine. And if they say everything's all right, then I get Pro Provencio, my right-hand man, to go out and inspect the machine as well. And if he says it's okay and the money's right, then I personally go out and I inspect it before I write a check. Like I said, as far as options go, it's got an enclosed cab. It's got an outlet in the cab, but I don't know if that is a, I don't know if that's a 12-volt outlet or not. This undercarriage here is about 65%. There's no leaks on this machine. The final drives have got plenty of power, and we'll show you that they counter rotate here in a little bit. I'm going to run the machine for you. I will say that this tractor is a little hard to start in cold weather, but I'm going to have the dealer come out and have us troubleshoot that problem. We think that it's a weak lift pump. It's not a big deal, but something that should be mentioned, and I've got to call into the local dealer here to check it out. The hydraulics are strong. There's no cracks or welds anywhere in the work equipment. There's It's a strong machine. As far as this bucket goes, these teeth are about 85%. The width of this bucket, this is a 54-inch dirt bucket, obviously. It's obviously a dirt bucket, but it's 54 inches. The height is 62 inches high. The depth from the teeth going back is 4 foot 10 inches. I would rate this about a 2-yard bucket. Maximum dig depth on this tractor is 24 feet. Maximum reach at ground level from the center of the swing is 36 feet. The maximum height is, dig height is 36 feet. This machine has got an impressive breakout force. The breakout force is 36,000 pounds. The breakout force is 45,000 pounds, and the lifting capacity of this machine, if you know, from the front out about 15 or so feet, the lifting capacity is about 36,000 pounds. Now, the further out you go and the higher up you go, you know, you lose your lifting capacity, but that's the apex of the lifting capacity. As far as the shoe width goes, these pads right here are wider than standard pads. They're 33.5 inches wide. This tractor's got a 15 foot of track on the ground, which gives you about a 9.5 PSI rating. So it's relatively light, given that it's a 73,000 pound machine. I'm gonna jump up there and talk about the engine next. All right, so here's your battery box there. Those are brand new batteries. We just bought those batteries. There's your swing motor and valve. Here's your engine. This is a 260 gross horsepower engine, 246 net. It's a Komatsu SAA6D 114E-3 engine. This machine has got a 140 gallon fuel tank. I'm sorry, 160 gallon fuel tank, which will run you anywhere from 12 to as many as 16 hours, depending on your operation. It also has a camera back there as well. radios over here. Here's your monitor panel. There's your light switches, your swing lock, your bucket float. This is your seat. So that's your control for your auxiliary hydraulics.